And now we have 3 vaccines licensed under emergency use authorization here in the US, with a 4th that's applying for EUA in the upcoming weeks. We are not expecting these vaccines to completely prevent infection. These vaccines are designed to prevent disease, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the prevention of hospitalization, severe COVID.
Right from the outset of this pandemic, there's been a major collaborative effort by the scientific community, by the public health community, by the political community to ensure that vaccines are made available globally. But the realities on the ground are difficult. We have issues of supply, of having enough doses and ramping up enough doses. We have issues of domestic needs, so that major manufacturers are producing for their own populations, which is an understandable prioritization. So these are big challenges that we're currently in and facing. And why does it matter? Why does it matter to us, let's say in the US, that people in Ghana are well vaccinated, or that people in Burkina Faso are well vaccinated, or in Indonesia? So I think it's important to understand that a pandemic, by definition, is a global phenomenon. And so the response has to be global as well. As we heard Professor Devon says, we can get out of it once everybody's out of it.
Why do different people have different physical reactions to the vaccine? Why do some random body pains, like shooting pain in the arm, etc., occur? And why does pain in the arm occur in general after the vaccine?
Boy, what an interesting question. Yeah. The easy answer to that is that everybody is different. So we have different immune responses, we have different pain tolerances, we have different reactions to different things. Some people are allergic to bee stings, some people aren't. And it's the same with vaccine reactogenicity. We do know that different people react differently. We do seem to see more reactogenicity in women, and that's felt to be due to their immune response. And one of the reasons we have specifically arm pain with vaccines is because we're giving these vaccines in an amount of liquid into areas where you have muscle. So there's not a lot of space for that liquid to go. And as you stretch those muscle fibers that you're injecting the vaccine into, that can be painful, and it can take a while for that to go down.
How should we think about the U.S. responsibility to vaccinate the world in the context of where the U.S. rollout and supply is right now?
There is a role that the U.S. carries in terms of the scientific endeavor, in terms of conducting trials at a very, not only rigorously, but also very broadly. We have much more inclusive trials here than anywhere else. The word responsibility is an important word, but everybody carries responsibility, and not only the United States. And national governments want to take on that responsibility for vaccinating their populations. It's not the case that countries in low-income settings are sitting around waiting for us to be kind enough to give them a vaccine. It's a question of justice, a question of distribution. People want access to the vaccine so that they can take responsibility for vaccinating their populations. But we can help with the know-how, and we can help with the planning.